They called me the baddest man on the planet, a title that carried weight, a title that demanded respect. I was ferocious, untamed. My fists were like sledgehammers, each punch a testament to my raw power and unyielding spirit. I was a force of nature in the ring, an unstoppable hurricane of muscle and willpower leaving destruction in my wake. My punches, they weren't just punches, they were demolitions. Each strike was a calculated explosion designed to obliterate my opponent's defenses. I could feel the fear in my opponent's eyes. It fueled me, it made me stronger. I was invincible. Their terror was my energy, their dread my motivation. At least that's what I thought. In those moments of reflection, I began to see the cracks in my armor. I had crushed every opponent put in front of me. I was a champion, the heavyweight king. My reign was undisputed, my legacy seemingly unbreakable. No one could touch me, no one dared to. I was a living legend, a myth in the making. I was on top of the world, the cheers of the crowd, the flash of the cameras, it all felt like a dream. Little did I know, the world had other plans. The higher you rise, the harder you fall. And my fall was coming, faster than I could ever imagine. Jack Ball, a name that echoed through the empty halls of the boxing world, yet remained unknown to most. No one knew his name, he was nobody. An underdog. A shadow in the dimly lit corners of the gym, training tirelessly while the world looked away. He wasn't supposed to be a challenge, just another face in the crowd, another fighter to be overlooked. He was just another stepping stone in my path of destruction, a mere obstacle easily brushed aside as I climbed the ranks. He was awkward, unorthodox. His movements were unpredictable, his stance unconventional, his style was messy, unorthodox. It defied the norms, breaking the rhythm of the fight. But there was something about him, a spark that couldn't be ignored, a glint in his eye, a fire. He wasn't afraid, he faced every challenge head-on, with a fierce determination that burned brightly. The press had a field day. They swarmed around, eager for a story, for a spectacle. They called it a mismatch, a joke. Headlines mocked the fight, journalists laughed at the prospect. They said Ball didn't stand a chance. Maybe they were right. The skepticism was palpable, the doubt overwhelming. Maybe I let their words get to me. Maybe I underestimated him. I shouldn't have. In the quiet moments before the fight, doubt crept in. I would pay the price. The cost of underestimation was high, and I felt it with every blow, every fall. The bell rang. I went in for the kill. I threw my signature punches, each one a hammer blow. But Ball was elusive. He slipped and slid. He was like a phantom in the ring. He was frustrating me. My anger was building. This wasn't how it was supposed to be. Then it happened. A slip, a miscalculation. Ball's fist connected with my jaw. I felt a jolt. I was stunned. The crowd went wild. I had been hit. I'd been hurt. This wasn't real. This couldn't be happening. The world spun. I hit the canvas. The impact reverberated through my body, a stark reminder of my mortality. In that moment, everything seemed to slow down, the noise of the crowd fading into a distant hum. The taste of defeat, bitter and cold, filled my mouth. It was a taste I had never known, a taste that lingered, gnawing at my pride and spirit. The metallic tang of blood mixed with the saltiness of sweat, a cocktail of failure. I struggled to my feet. The referee counted. Each number echoed like a drumbeat in my head, urging me to rise, to fight against the overwhelming weight of my own body. My legs felt like lead, but I couldn't stay down. I looked across the ring. Ball stood there, victorious. The impossible had happened. I had lost. The crowd's cheers for him were deafening, a stark contrast to the silence that enveloped me. My invincibility shattered in an instant. The loss to Jack Ball, it changed me. It shattered my invincibility. In the quiet solitude of the locker room, I felt the weight of my defeat. It was more than just a loss. It was a turning point. It made me question everything, my training, my purpose, my very identity. Who was I if not the unbeatable champion? The mirror reflected a man I barely recognized, a man who needed to find himself again. But it also made me stronger. It ignited a fire within me, a determination to rise above my defeat. I trained harder, pushed myself further, and found a new level of resilience. It taught me that even the strongest can fall, and that falling is not the end, but a chance to rise again, stronger and wiser. Every great fighter has faced defeat. It's how they come back that defines them. It was a lesson I would carry with me, a lesson in humility, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. It was a reminder that the journey is just as important as the destination. It was the start of my real journey, a journey not just to reclaim my title, but to discover who I truly was. Every dawn run, every grueling training session brought me closer to that truth. The journey of Mike Tyson, the man, not the myth. A journey of redemption, of proving to myself and the world that I was more than just a fighter. I was a warrior, a survivor, and a man on a mission.